Morning, everybody. This is Dennis, and this is a spring fever semifinal game between Pittsburgh Steelers and the Michigan Panthers. It's 5:30 in the morning here on the West Coast, and so we have a little bit of a crash there. But I missed the first half because I was sleeping, and I'm probably going to go back to bed right now. But I figured since I saw this email, I'd fire this up to watch the second half at least. Mark says he needs a break. I don't know what happened in the first half. Let's look at the box score. Tight game defensively. Oh my goodness. The Michigan Panthers have allowed only one first down to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So no wonder Mark needs a break. With Matt Ryan and his excellent flat passing card, Mick must have been calling one heck of a game to keep him to one first down. Let's see. Any turnovers? No. Oh, one Aaron Rodgers interception. So despite Michigan holding a 7-0 lead, they're the only ones that have turned the ball over. But only 39 yards of total offense for the Steelers in the first half. That's pretty incredible. And I have to say it's pretty incredible that with 200 yards of offense by the Panthers that they only have 7 points. So Mark's done a good job on defense too. Now I am not going to do play-by-play for this game, I don't think. Like I said, I think I'm going to go back to bed, but let me just make sure that the second half kickoff takes off. Let's look at the ball possession chart. Strat's a funny old game. You know, you can have a really great team get to the playoffs and things go sideways. But it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 and outs for the Steelers. The last time they took the ball 20 yards and had the ball for 6 plays. But if you look at the field position, aside from 2 of the drives, they've been starting. So once they started at their own 37, 22, 27, 20, then they were 10 deep twice, 6 and 5. So interesting. And for Mick, he took the opening drive, 17 plays, 80 yards for a touchdown, capped by that 25-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to Justin Blackmon. Then they had another good drive after forcing a 3 and out, 5 plays, 43 yards. But as they got near the red zone at Pittsburgh, at the Steelers 37, they threw a pick. And then after that, they've had a couple of 3 and outs, and then a couple other ones where they got just 1 or 2 first downs. So that's it. Oh, and the last play of the game, the one that crashed on it was a bomb for 39 yards that stopped at the Steelers 28. Okay, so looks like the guys are back. Mark is tipping his cap to Mick, saying he's doing a great job coaching. Everything looks good with the broadcast. So now they played the first half in a pretty crisp 35 minutes. So maybe I'll just stay up, do a little play-by-play. It's the semifinals, man. You got to get ready for it. Mix points out that he's getting some good roles too. That's good to be humble. You don't want to. Somebody else tells you you're doing an amazing job, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm the best. I'm awesome," because you could, be a really good coach and still be getting fortunate on the roles. The Steelers get the ball first to start the second half. Let's look at their defensive cards. The Steelers are good, while the Panthers, who will be defending right now, are also good. So two teams that play a 4-3. Oh, we got a pitch out left to Bush. +1, guess wrong. Bush has a very chunky card, but you got to keep running with it. You will eventually get that 4 for a long gain if you give him enough carries. It's his 7th carry today. 7 runs for 22 yards so far. Let's see if Mark sticks with it. And Mick had the zone plugged with the linebacker because that is a 4. There he goes. It's going again. Another +1. So that's probably the kind of half Mark's been having. Run, or pass, and find yourself in 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, and he's just not converting them. So this will be 3rd and 8. Panthers don't really have a tremendous pass rush outside of Gerald. Oh no, actually they do. Justin Tuck's a 5'10", McCoy's a 5'10", and then they bring in Julius Peppers on 3rd down. That's a 4'8". No, I guess he's in there all the time. Yeah, they can play that Cedric Thornton as a 5-0, but they don't. So a slant to Owen Daniels turns into a dump off for 5 yards, and again, it'll be 3 and out for the Steelers. You'd think that with that flat pass card, you could flat pass 3 times and pick up a 1st down quite a few times. So it's a little surprising that Mark's offense has been stagnant. Mick decides to call for the fair catch at the 8. We've got a touchdown. Marcus Sherrill has a touchdown on 3, so that's a pretty good punt return card. 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers with Maurice Jones-Drew in the backfield. Curl to Steve Smith, not being double covered. 3-man in zone, defender X against the 5, and he gets a 6. So that's going to frustrate Mark a little bit. He has 2 5 cornerbacks, a 5 strong safety, and a 5 free safety. So all 5s in the back in the defensive secondary. He's got 2 6 outside linebackers, 2 6 on the defensive line, and then the rest are 4s. Crossing pattern to Justin Blackmon, double covered, turns into a dump off for 5 yards. So we got 2nd and 5. Aaron Rodgers has an excellent card. We saw Dan Morin in FSFA take Aaron Rodgers and basically nobody else on the team. Terrible defense. Not very good pass blocking, but somehow he's able to make it to the semifinals. Bomb to Justin Blackmon, defender X, covered by a 5 this time. Leotis McKelvin makes the play. That'll be 3rd and 5. It's a good thing he wasn't throwing short there. That's an interception split. Nick goes 3 wide. Jones-Drew in the backfield. Beasley is the 3rd wide receiver. This is whoever wins this game goes to the Super Bowl, and will face the winner of the New Orleans and California game. Third and 5, screen right to Jones-Drew, not being double covered, but he's thrown at a 6, and it's going to be +2. So you're not going to get a white die 6 rule to work on one of those flat passes to the edge. If you would have thrown that as a looking pass, that would have been a 1st down. So 4th and 3, he punts. Fair caught. There's another good punt return card, Jeremy Ross. Similar to Marcus Sherrill. He's got the touchdown on 11 instead of 3, but same chances. So will the Steelers finally break through? Slant to Owen Daniels. And it's a sack. Look at that. Gerald McCoy breaking through the line, matched up against David DeCastro, and he brings down the quarterback. 2nd and 18. Matt Ryan can go deep. Mixed defense. He's got the 2-6 defensive tackles, a 5 defensive end, and a 4 at the other defensive end spot. So it's Peppers, McCoy, Sue, Tuck. Wow, well, that's a nice defense. Slant Owen Daniels not double covered. Matt Ryan connects. That'll bring up a makeable 3rd and 6. In the secondary, they have Darrell Revis at one corner, Pac-Man Jones at the other corner. So their strength is up front. Mark's pass blocking is all 5s. With a 4 center, a 7. So 2 7s, 2 5s, and a 4. That's adequate protection. Crossing pattern to Julio Jones. This being double covered. It's a dump off. There, Mark finally gets a little bit of luck. There's his second first down of the game. So he gets a dump off for +7. It was nearly a sack. 55% chance of a sack, and he got a random 62. .842 to go in the 3rd quarter. So plenty of time for Marcus, only down a touchdown, and the Steelers are on the move. He converted that long, that's 2nd and 18. Sideline right to Jones, being double covered but by a linebacker. Linebacker in zone is a 5. That's it, going to be incomplete. Second and 10. Mixed linebackers are 5s, 2 5s and a 4. So he's subject to the 6 wide die rule. Nick's got to do a good job of double teaming here. Screen left to Bush, double teaming to Bryant. So +6. We'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Like I said, very makeable. So we're seeing Mark settle into more of a West Coast offense here. Double team that would have been incomplete. Bush has that kind of chunky card that if you're on defense, you're like, well, go ahead and run guess wrong. You might land on the D card against my solid D line, or you might run on one of your small numbers in the middle. 3rd and 4. Screen left to Bush, not being doubled. Ryan's card, that's going to be a first down. It is. Look at that Ryan's guard. That is probably one of the best. That has to be the best flat pass card in the set. Just about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. All of our hits, guessed right and guessed wrong. Everything is except for the interception split. Pitched it as Bryant. Nobody's in the zone. 5 men on the line of scrimmage though, so it's going to be guessed right on the receiver reading, and it's -1, so it's incomplete on the look-in pass. 2nd and 10. Steelers at their own 41-yard line. Curled to Des Bryant, not being double covered. 3-minute zone +10. Right, wrong, or double teamed. Oh no, he's not double teamed. It would have been incomplete. That's right. Ryan has the completions on 9 and 4 instead of on 7. 1st and 10 inside Panther territory, maybe for the first time all game. .618 to go in the 3rd. Just 2 first downs away from field goal range. You want to at least get on the board here. It's a run call. Sideline right to Jones. That's a 30-yard pickup, and you're not only are you into field goal range, you're into the red zone with that hit. That 6 wide die rule coming up to bite Mick and the Panthers. 1st and 10 at the Panthers 19. The Steelers are looking to get on the board, looking to get a touchdown, tie the game. Quick slant to Owen Daniels. A 5 in the zone, not being double covered. My defender -1 or +3. The 5 rated to Juan Landry makes the play. That'll be 2nd and 10. Ryan, look at his day so far, 12 for 24 for 98 yards. Chris Polk checks into the game. He has an excellent guess wrong card. Lots of short gains. See if that gets Mick to call run. It does not. And he hits for +9. So 3rd and 1. That's the time when you got to call run, when Polk's in the game. But then Mark will use that to a flat pass and you're in trouble. 3rd and 1, big play here. Mark might be inclined to go for it at this spot, but then you are facing some 6 defensive linemen. Although with the 4-3 defense, it's really hard to stop 3rd and 4th in short yardage. This is a perfect situation for Mark because he's at the 10, so the flat pass is still in play. And if Mick calls wrong, he calls correctly. If the screen left Reggie Bush, incomplete. Nice call by Mick. Will that get Mark to kick a field goal, or will he go for it? Go big or go home. That is one of my favorite strat sayings. Let's see what Mark does. You kind of do want to get on the board here, so I don't blame him for kicking a field goal. Even if you get a touchdown, you're going to need a field goal at some point to win it. And if you come away here with no points after that nice drive, it's going to be frustrating. Okay, so he's going for it. He's going big. I like it. So Polk, if you guess right on his card, that's not going anywhere. He could do a sneak. He could run Polk, or he could throw flat. I'm guessing he's going to throw flat. Although, like I said, it's really hard to stop somebody from getting 1 yard on 4th down. On this one, I might have Bush in the game because guess right, I don't know if I trust Polk. It's a flip of the coin. Is he going to run? Is he going to pass? Square out left, Des Bryant. Mick correctly double covering him, and it's incomplete. What a call. That is a huge, huge call and an example of when coaching can make a big difference. Although the strat god said, look at that, 9, guessed right, guessed wrong, double covered. That's where Des is going to miss. Mark again tips his cap. Excellent job, Mick. You are so good today. Now let me show you what I'm talking about with that 1 yard thing. If it had been a run on the defensive card, a 9, left guard +5 or 0, +4 or 0. I don't remember what his left guard rating was. Offensive onside end. So that's a good roll though. But look at, if you're running up the middle with a good center like Mark has, you get one of these other numbers, you have a good chance of picking up at least a yard. So Mick tips his cap as well, saying you're doing just as good a job as I am on offense. Mark's got a really nice defense. Put some pressure on here. Those 6 outside linebackers you got. Devontae Davis is 6'9". Ahmad Brooks is 6'11". Foreman in zone. Short pass, guessed right. Converted to a dump off for +6. So Adrian Claiborne's 6 pass rush rating cannot beat Jason Peters' 7 pass blocking. So 2nd and 4 in the 3rd quarter, 3:36 to go. Curl to Steve Smith, double covered by Justin Blackman. Oh no, he's not. I'm sorry, Justin Blackman's being double covered. So covered by a 5. Mick needed that 6 white dive roll to make that a completion, and he got it. So Brandon Browner gets beaten by Steve Smith. You can imagine those two going at it in a game. Lots of talking, lots of slapping, lots of physical play. 1st and 10, Panthers at the 30. Short pass to Lance Kendricks, covered by a 6 outside linebacker. He's a blocking back, and it's incomplete on Aaron Rodgers' card. So the Panthers have Rashad Jennings. Maybe he's getting low on carries. So they're playing Drew. Best thing about Drew is his 7 pass block rating. He's got a chunky card. You get you get a hit, guess wrong on the edges, and you can get a big play. Bomb to Blackman being double covered, and that's shut down. Nice call by Mark. So that's 3rd and 10. The one quarterback you want in the backfield on 3rd and 10 is probably Aaron Rodgers. You can scramble for one on a must run, or he can get you a completion on his own card. Mark's going 3-2-6, showing blitz. We talked about Mark's pass blocking, which is good. Look at this, all 7s up front for Mick, along with a 7 blocking, or with a 7 halfback in Drew. So you're going to have a hard time sacking Rodgers here. Slant to Kellen Winslow, both outside linebackers, or the free safety, one outside linebacker is coming, but it doesn't matter. That pass blocking holds up. There was a 22% chance of a sack on that play, even with the free safety blitz, and a 52 comes up on the random chart. That was Raheem Moore's free safety rating against Jones-Drew blocking back rating. So that's where Jones-Drew is a notch above almost any other halfback in the league. 1st and 10. Panthers nearing midfield. Curl to Steve Smith. 4-man in zone. On the D card, that could be bad. But if you hit Rodgers' card, if you keep hitting Rodgers' card consistently, you're in good shape. Rodgers on a 7. Plus 13, right, wrong, or double. 1st and 10. Panthers at Steelers' 44-yard line. Slant to Kellen Winslow being double covered by the free safety. Oh, barely misses the interception split. That would have been a must run otherwise. Guessed right, and plus 16 guessed wrong. 2nd and 10. Nice call there by Mark. Neither team running the ball too much here in the second half. 54 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Mick would really like to make this a 2-score game. Inside run to Maurice Jones-Drew against the 6th nose tackle. Hits for plus 6 on his card. We're inching closer to field goal range. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Let's look at the Panthers field goal kicker. They have Sebastian Janikowski, who's 2 through 6 out to the 57. He doesn't have a very good field goal card. So you're not going to see a long field goal attempt here, I don't think. See, even with Jones-Drew, if you run a linebacker, guessed wrong, you're only going to get 4 yards on 2, 6, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Short pass to Kendricks. 3-man in zone. Rodgers' card, guessed right is incomplete. So 3rd and 4 at the 38. You need a negative adjustment and a 2 through 6 roll to hit a field goal. You might see the Panthers decide to go big or go home here and try to make it on 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter, so we have 15 minutes left to go in the game. It's 7-zip. And here comes Rashad Jennings back into the game. So this puts the Steelers a little bit on the horns of a dilemma. Do they call run? Just not his card. Will pick up a 1st down just about everywhere on an end run. Guessed wrong, except for 2, 4, and 5. Off tackle. Well, off tackle is not a sure thing. 4, 5, 6, 9 is not going to make it, and the linebacker is not a sure thing either. With 6 and 8 and 5 not making it. Short pattern to Kendricks, not double covered, 3-man in zone. Big play here. Big roll here. What are we going to get? Receiver reading. Kendricks makes the catch, plus 11. 1st down, Panthers inside field goal range. If Mark had left 4-man in zone instead of doing the triple double team, that would have been incomplete. but you got a double team against Rogers' card. Nice call there by both guys, but Mick got the roll that came through. So 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 27. Now, like we just looked at, Janikowski's no sure thing until you get down to the 12-yard line or so. So you need more yards. Let's just double check that. I didn't really pay attention to his 13 to 22 range. Yeah, so even 13 to 22, he's 2 through 8. 13 to 22, 2 through 8. I mean, 23 to 32, 2 through 8. 13 to 22, 2 through 8. You need to get down to the 12-yard line before you're feeling good about your field goal chances. Inside run to Maurice Jones-Drew on 2nd and 7, picks up 6. So that's 3rd and 1. 2 through 8, that's just god-awful in the modern day, but Janikowski's a good kicker typically. 3rd and 1. A sneak to Rogers. Inside run to Jones-Drew. Or a short pass. All of those are in play. It's a slant to Kellen Winslow. 4-man in zone, but it's a run call. Offensive card's good, defensive card's bad. And it hits the offensive card. Plus 16. Rogers to Kellen Winslow. If that would have been guessed right, it would have been a must run. Probably still would have got the first down. You needed to double team correctly there in order to truly stop it. 1st and goal to 2. Now you just pound it up the middle. Don't take a chance on getting a pick on the D card. Get that touchdown. Go up 14-zip. Really put the pressure on. So, I mean, from what we've seen in the second half, quarterback sneak to Aaron Rodgers. Nice call from the 2. It's going to be guessed wrong on Rodgers' card. If it hits, that's a touchdown. Hits on the D card, 2 linebackers in zone, +1. That's where the 3-4 has a much bigger advantage over the 4-3 for stopping 3rd and, for stopping short yardage. A lot of guys will call that sneaky quarterback sneak at the 2-yard line, knowing that most guys are defense coaches, they're going to key on the halfback. So quarterbacks can sneak it in from the 2 or 3-yard line. Crossing pattern to Justin Blackmon, 4-man in zone. Bad if it's on the D card, but it's on Rogers' excellent card. That's a touchdown. Nick says, I'm not afraid to throw it here. I got the best quarterback in the league. And he hits. 14-0. Panthers on top. The Steelers, I believe, were the number 1 seed. No, they were Montreal was the number 1 seed. The Steelers, what were they? The number 2 seed. Steelers, the number 2 seed, facing the number 4 seed Panthers. The Panthers had to win basically like a wild card game. Got past slant to Owen Daniels here. Guessed right, but +10. So the Panthers won their opening round game against the Shreveport Steamer, 22-20. And then they upset the number 1 seed, Montreal, 34-20. And now they are on the verge of upsetting the number 2 seed and going to the Super Bowl. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 11:06 to go in the game. They need to get a touchdown here. Let's be honest. They need to drive the field, cash it in. Quick out right to Owen Daniels, being double covered by a middle linebacker. So it's not 2-man in zone, 1-man in zone. That's actually better. The same anyway. -4, -2. 2nd and 14. Now you really need to get one of those long gains on Bush's card here. But Mark's not running the ball at all. He's trying to throw. Fly to Des Bryant, being double covered by the free safety, but it's a dump off for +18 and a first down. Man, did the Steelers need that. Reggie Bush hasn't been able to have much success on the ground, but through the air, he finds an opening after Ryan couldn't find Dez and takes it for the first down. 1st and 10, Steelers at their own 44, 9:54 to go in the game. There was an 80% chance of a sack on that, by the way. and the roll was 98 on the split. So McCoy against DeCastro again. On to Julio Jones, not being double covered, one man in zone, or zero man in zone, incomplete with one man in zone. That would have been an interception. 2nd and 10. .936 to go in the game. Steelers on the move. Opening up their offensive playbook a little bit. Pitch out left to Reggie Bush. +3. If you keep running that, you're going to hit the +4 at some point in the game. 9 tries so far, and none of them have come close to that. But I keep running him, even at this point. A 47-yard run for a touchdown is exactly what the Steelers need. But they go with a 3-wide formation with Snelling in the backfield. This is a passing formation. Sideline right to Tequan right and covered by a 6, but there's nobody in the zone. That's +13 and a first down. Mick getting a little bit too cute with bringing the pressure against a flat passer like Matt Ryan. You don't want to do that too often. You do want to double team correctly. And if I was Mick, I might even, remember Spring Fever has no restrictions on the formations right now. So Mick could go 3-3-5 and really shut that defense down, shut that flat passing game down. Pitch out left to Bush. Man, almost hit that 4 again. 5 for -1 though. I think Bush is running out of chances. Mark's getting impatient. 2nd and 11, 7:48 to go in the game. And wouldn't you? You're down by 2 touchdowns. You need some results, not just potential, Mr. Bush. Slant Owen Daniels being correctly double teamed. Takes it from a receiver reading to a blank. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's from a defender X. And that would have been complete. Covered by a 5. That 6-wide die roll would have overruled. 3rd and 11. Three through 5 showing blitz. If you're Mark, you kind of feel like you want to take a shot here. Go deep to Julio Jones, who shifted out into the slot. Sideline right to Tequan Underwood, and the 4 stayed home this time. And that's +5. That's going to bring up a 4th and 7. The 4th and 6, excuse me. That's right, it was 3rd and 11, so 5 yards, 4th and 6. Matt Ryan can still hit it on his own card, but another big play so far. Like I said, the story of the second half, and maybe the game has been Mick's excellent calls. That 4th and 1 stop near their own 10-yard line, and the conversion on 4th down that got him into field goal range. Down and out to Bush, not being double covered. Hits the receiver reading, and that hits a blank. Mick was double covering the Julio Jones on the outside and the flanker. So that's going to be another turnover on downs. Mick takes over. 6:36 to go in the game, and a couple of first downs here, and this is going to make it really tough on Mark to even get 2 possessions left, let alone tie this game up. They really need a turnover right now. Curl to Steve Smith, not being double covered. So Mick's not going to be happy just to run the ball and punt. He's going to try to pick up a first down, and he gets a 7-yard dump off. So that takes it under. It takes 6 minutes left. 2nd and 3. Inside run to Jones-Drew, 0 man in zone, but against the 6 nose tackle. And that's +5 first down. When you have Aaron Rodgers back there, it's tough sometimes to call run against that player, against that card. 5:24 to go in the game. The ball's near midfield. Mick's just thinking, getting 2 more first downs. 2 more first downs. Off tackle right to Jones-Drew. There's a run call. 0 men in zone, but the nose tackle +4/+9 comes up. That's going to be stopped for the minimum. If you drop the linebackers down, though, that's going to be even better. So, Mark, you may have to start bringing some linebackers in to plug up those zones. 4:48. 2nd and 6. Inside run to Jones-Drew. No man in the zone. The dreaded 5 comes up. 0 yards. Big roll there. 3rd and 6. The Panthers come out in a blocking back formation, and the Steelers respond with a 3-3-5. Another run here is going to take it to under 4 minutes to go in the game, and that would, I don't want to bomb to Justin Blackmon. Forget about the timing. Mick says, I'm gonna go big or go home. I'm going big. I'm going deep right now. He gets a must-run scramble on Rodgers' card for 9 yards and a first down. That is friggin' huge. 3:36 to go in the game now. So not only did he use more clock, he picked up the first down, has a new set of downs, and he is on the verge of shutting out the number 2 seed Pittsburgh Steelers. You run 3 times here, and it's going to be time to punt or kick a field goal, and the clock's going to be up about 2 minutes left in the game. So a guessed wrong run for 4 yards brings up 2nd and 6. Just keep it on the ground, Mick. The last thing you need, the only thing that can hurt you right now is a turnover. He says, forget you, Dennis. You're home. You lost. I'm throwing the ball. Incomplete. 3rd and 6. 2:42 to go in the game. Maybe he's thinking this is 4-down territory. Just convert 1 more first down. Make him use his timeouts. Rashad Jennings checks back into the game. He's got 6 carries left. Yeah, I think a run up the middle here would be good. Run behind those 4 5s and 1 6 on the line. Off tackle right to Rashad Jennings. No linebackers in the zone, but it is a run call. G card could be good for the offense. Instead, it's the dreaded 5 again. That makes it 4th and 7. And it'll be about 2:06 to go. I think you got a punt. Sam Martin comes out. No, he's going to try the long field goal. I don't like this. That'll give the Steelers the ball around the 43-yard line if they miss. But he hits it. Everything's coming up roses today for the Panthers. He got the negative adjustment from the 36-yard line at -5. So instead of a 2 through 6, it was a 2 through 8. But the field, it wouldn't have mattered. On a long field goal, the field goal roll was a 5. So that is a field goal, a good field goal either way. So kick was deep to the 2 yards deep in the end zone, but Jeremy Rush took the ball out. They'll take over at the 35-yard line, 1:52 to go in the game. Now down 3 scores. This game is over for the result. The Panthers are going to win, but the Steelers would like to come out with some points, salvage a little pride. Some really huge calls. We've been an enjoyable second half to watch. It's worth losing a little sleep, I guess. These East Coast guys. Crossing batter to Tequan Underwood, not being double covered, but covered by a 6, 3-minute zone. And that's an incomplete. Matt Ryan's frustrating day continues, 17-35 for 140. just an excellent day defensively for the Panthers. They've been making the right calls. Crossing pattern to Julio Jones, 3-minute zone. The extra DB is pulled back. Dump off at +10. So Ryan, 50% on the day, 150 yards. That's a first down. 137 to go in the game, and he got out of bounds. But even with that, McCoy is a lingering threat, 55% chance of a sack on that play, and the random roll was 97. So Fred Beard has his hands full with Mr. McCoy, who is the real McCoy. 1st and 10. Steelers go full wide. Bush in the backfield. So Bush never did come through on hitting one of those big runs. Sideline right to Jones, being double covered by the extra DB, but because he's pulled back with 2 men in the deep zone, that's going to be guessed wrong on the quarterback's card and +5 yards. Oh, I'm sorry, he was not double covered by the extra DB, he was double covered by the free safety with the extra DB. By the outside linebacker with the extra DB pulled back. 2nd and 5 at midfield, 1:15 to go in the game. Crossing pattern to Tiquan Underwood, 3-man in zone. Defender X or long game, but it's covered by a 6. Darrelle Revis says, "I got this." Slaps it away. 3rd and 5. Big time players make big time plays in big games. 3rd and 5. At midfield. Screen left to Snelling, not the zone is the guy stays home, so it's going to be guessed right. But Snelling's not a bad flat pass catcher, and he picks up 6 yards. 1st and 10. Again, right now, the Steelers are not thinking about winning the game. They just want to get on the board. They'd like to get a touchdown to break up the shutout. 45 seconds to go. 2 men in the deep zone. That's a slant to Owen Daniels. It's turned into a dump off to Julio Jones, and that's picks up 6 yards. So Mark has the kind of offense that can control the ball, eat the clock, and move down the field. Again, look at the McCoy Fredbird action there. 64% chance of a sack, but the random was 94. So, like I was saying, the Steelers have a ball control offense, and when you're trailing, sometimes you need big plays, and they're just not coming through right now. With Dez Bryant and Julio Jones, though, you can make big plays. Mark just hasn't gotten the rolls. Crossing pattern to Brian Quick. Incomplete. 3rd and 4. 30 seconds left. So we will not have an all-Canadian finalist. Mark had won, and Jean Lafleur had continued his winning ways, and takes out the California Golden Bears, who could have had 2 Canadians coaching in the Super Bowl, which would have been a first, I think. 4th and 6 after a Chris Polk run lands on the 5. The 1 white die rule, making that from a guessed wrong to a guessed right. So 4th and 6. Last gasp for the Steelers. Last time we saw Mick double cover Jones and Dez. It's a down and out to Snelling 3-minute zone, but it's a good pass deep guard, so that's incomplete. Mick takes over. We'll take a couple knees, and he will hold on to shut out the Steelers The Michigan Panthers are going to the Super Bowl. Well done. We'll hang around for just a bit for the post-game chat. We got the good game by Mick, and I'm sure Mark will praise Mick's coaching again. Both guys did a good job coaching. He just those key plays, that 4th and 1. Mark says you completely dominated this game, and he wants him to go all the way. Oh, it's only one more game, so if he keeps coaching the way he's coaching, he could be the Super Bowl champion. These seem like threats. Well, Mark might have jumped off before he got to see me say nice job. He did a good job too. So that's it, folks. We're going to wrap it up. I'll send out the link. I'll also send out the link to my semifinal link to loss to Gene. So, oh no, Mark's stay around. Mark says, "Don't send me the game tape. I want you to forget it." So some other spectator jumped off. All right, I'm going to shut down the broadcast. We'll keep chatting a little bit, but hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys soon.